first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's across midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They go back to the... And it's a fumble! And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we punt the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Wilson. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27. On the toss, here's Williams. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Another toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Giants first down.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Right back to Tracy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
Prescott off play action. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and a couple. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
On play action, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll go again with Tracy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
Under pressure, they got him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll give to Williams, running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 11. To throw is Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the Giants' 21-yard line.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert. Probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Pick drop by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side. It certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to sit in the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
Dart. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
To throw now. Dart. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Quick drop by Trayvon Diggs. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throws caught by Schoonmaker. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. This drive's... Starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Milton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Cowboys 31, Giants 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. That one taken in by Neighbors. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. To throw is Dart. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They want to show some patience in order to help him along.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.